Good morning, students. And today I am starting a class of programming with C and C++. And this is for the BCom first year or second semester. BCom first year, second semester computer application syllabus, that is programming with C and C++. And let's start our first unit. That is, in that first unit there is a topic called history of C language. First we learn about the history of C language. And here the first one is the International Committee. The International Committee has developed a programming language called ALGOL 60 in the year of 1960. The first programming language is the ALGOL 60, and it was developed by International Committee in the year of 1960. And the next one is, it is two abstracts. Here the ALGOL 60 is a too abstract, means it is difficult to understand the programmers. It is difficult to understand the programmers to perform the programming on that language. And for that purpose they have managed to overcome that abstractness. To overcome that abstractness, they have prepared another one language, that is common programming language, and we say that CPL, and it was developed in the Cambridge University. And here this CPL language, common programming language, is a big programming language, and the features of that, it was hard to learn and difficult to implement. And this programming language is difficult to implement, means the programming is difficult for the implementation purpose, and is also hard to learn the programming language. And here, to overcome these ALGOL 60 and the CPL programming language, and the Martin Richards is from the University of Cambridge. He has turned the basic combined programming language. He has managed that programming into the basic combined programming language, BCPL. And here this language is a less powerful, developed in the 1967. Here this language is less powerful, means it has some security problems. Okay, it has some security problems, less security with the data, and that's why this programming language, the BCPL programming language, is also the failure, means we can say that failure. And at the same time Ken Thompson at Bell Lab. The Bell Labs is at America. He has written his own language, that is own programming language, and that programming language is a B language, and that was in the year of 1970. In the year of 1970, it was written by his own version of programming language, written by the Ken Thompson in the year of 1970 at Bell Labs. Bell Laboratories are at the university, or at the USA, in the USA, America. You can say that in America there is a Bell Laboratories. He was working in that Bell Laboratories, and thereafter the Dennis Ritchie is one of the system software engineer. He is one of the system software engineer at the Bell Labs. And here we can say that the softwares are the two types. One is system software, another one is application software. And the Dennis Ritchie is one of the system software engineer. Means the system software means we can perform the systems, means computers, with the help of that operating system, and those are the system softwares. And the application softwares are those softwares we can perform some applications on computers. Those are the application softwares. And here the Dennis Ritchie is a system software engineer in the Bell Labs, and he was designed one of the language, that is a C language, and that is a C language. He was designed one language, and that with the combination of with the features combinations of both BCPL language and the B language. The BCPL language from the Martin Richards, and the B language from the Ken Thompson. He has created one of the best version from both best features from the BCPL and the B language. అంటే BCPL నుంచి అండ్ B లాంగ్వేజ్ నుంచి అందులో ఉన్న బెస్ట్ ఫీచర్స్ని తీసుకొని ఒక డెవలప్ చేసిన ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజే C లాంగ్వేజ్. అండ్ ద డెన్నిస్ రిచీ ఈజ్ ద ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ C programming language. He is known as the father of C programming language. And here, why the C language came means the C language came from the BCPL and B. It is a successor of these BCPL language and the B language, because the C language has created or designed with the features of BCPL and B language. That's why the C language is a successor. After the B, after the B, it is supposed to be C, and that's why they are given the name as a C language for that programming language. And this C language has developed in the year of 1972. And here Dennis Ritchie is solved the best features of B language, because some of the features, some of the programming has without solving in that B language. In the B language, some of the features has doesn't solved, and this type of not solved features has taken by the Dennis Ritchie and solved those features and inserted into the C language. Means he was implemented in a C language. And in the year of 1978, Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie both are designed to C language in full-fledged. Full-fledged means a completely developed C programming language by the Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie. Both of them are full-fledged developed the C language in the year of 1978. And for every product or anything that can be certified by any of the organization, any one of the organization. And here this programming language has to be used by the people or the programmers, and that needs to be certification. For that certification, there was a certification or in Standards Institute in America, that is ANSI, means American National Standards Institute. We can say that ANSI. And in the year of 1983, ANSI has emerged for consulting its international acceptance to the C programming. Means the ANSI is one of the Standards Institute. It was given the acceptance certificate. Acceptance of international acceptance means the international wise the C programming can be used. It was certified by the ANSI in the year of 1983. And also the ANSI C standard was finally adopted in the year of 1989 December. Means the ANSI means American National Standards Institute has full-fledged adopted the C programming language for the use of worldwide. World means the worldwide can use this programming language by the ANSI, that is in the year of 1983. And here The standard was also adopted by the ISO. ISO means it is an international standards organization. It is a international standards organization, and here the C programming is also given the certification of ISO in the year of ISO in the year of 1990. In the year of 1990 it was certified by the ISO also. The version of C is defined by the 1999 standard, is commonly referred to as a C99 by the Standards Committee. In the year of 1999 it was given the name to the C programming, that is a C99. And the next one, the version of C is redefined in the year of 2007 by the Standards Committee, is called as C11. Means finally the recent redefined version, the redefined programming of C is a C11. It was in the year of 2007, and this is the history of the C programming language. And let's see the year and developed. What are the programming languages developed from the 1960? First one is in the 1960, ALGOL 60, developed by the International Group. In the year of 1967, BCPL is a programming language, and it was developed by the Martin Richards. And in the year 1970, it was developed by the B language. It was developed by the Ken Thompson. And in 1972, C programming is developed by the Dennis Ritchie. And in the 1978, K and Dennis Ritchie, CK and RC is developed by the Kernighan and the Dennis Ritchie. And here in the year of 1989, ANSI C means it was given the ANSI committee or ANSI certifications to the C programming language. That's why this ANSI C is given in the 1989. And 1990 it was ISO certified of C language, means ISO C. Okay, ISO committee has certified this C language. And in the year of 1999, the Standards Committee is also redefined the C99, means the redefined version of C99 has given to the international acceptance. And in the year of 2007, it was a recent redefining of the C programming language by the Standards Committee, that is known as a C11. And this is the history of C programming language. And let's see what are the advantages and features of C programming. Means how the C programming is advantageous to the programmers and the programming developers. Okay, let's see. And first one is C is the most popular programming language. Means what is popular? Popular means how much the name is through the world. How much name is through the world. That is a popular. Means we know that as a India, okay, and C is the most popular programming language, means it was a very efficient to use and very effective to write the programming. That's why this C programming is a popular programming language. And the second one is C is a middle level language, means it combines both the features of low level and the high level languages. And here the C programming can be called as a middle level language. And generally we have the three types of programming languages. Those are low level programming languages, means these belongs to the assembly language and the machine oriented languages. And high level language means these are the languages which are programming languages like C, C++, Java, and SQL, means structured query languages. These are the high level languages. And here why the C is a middle level, means with the help of the C programming language, we can develop both system software and the application softwares. We can develop both type of softwares. Those are system softwares as well as the application softwares. System software, and let us say that system softwares means these are works for the machines, and they are just like operating system, utility softwares, and the software drivers. So drivers are the one of the system softwares. And application softwares, these are the applications to perform any operations on that computer system. We use the application softwares. And with the help of C programming language, we can develop both system softwares as well as the application softwares. That's why the C programming language is known as a middle level language. And here the next one is C is a cross platform or platform independent language. Platform independent means the programming language can be the independent of its own. It is not dependent on any of the hardware. Means we can run the software or run that programming language in any of the operating system, just like we can use in a Linux, Unix, Mac OS or Windows operating systems. We can use the C programming language in any one of the operating systems. Means that is a system independent or independent platform language. We can say that this is a platform independent. It can run on any of the operating systems. We can run and perform the programming in that any one of the operating system. That's why we can say that it is a platform independent programming language. And here the next one is C is a structure oriented programming language. C is a structure oriented programming language. Means we can say that it has some structure. Means the structure means it contains some syntaxes and the semantics. Means syntaxes means how the programming has to be written, what are the steps needs to be used, what are the steps needed for that creating the programming language. And that is it is a structure. That's why it is a structure oriented programming language. Without that structure we cannot run, we cannot write that programming in that software, in the system. And we use functions to develop a program, and it has predefined functions. And in the C programming language we use it to develop a program. To develop a program in a C programming language we need to use a functions. It is a function oriented programming also. Means the C programming or the C libraries has its predefined functions to perform the operations. It has some predefined functions. That's why it is a functional oriented or procedural oriented programming language also called. And here C is a small language. It is a small language because it has only the 32 keywords in it. Only the 32 keywords in the C programming language. In that 20 of them are used in a common way. Means we are commonly use the 20 of the keywords regularly, and again the remaining 12 keywords are used rarely. That's why if we understand that 32 keywords, or we are ready to use that 32 keyword properly, we can say that we are the much more much more efficient to use that C programming language, or we can say that the expert of the C programming language or expert of the C programming developer, by using the 32 keywords to understand how the keywords are works and how the keywords are to be used, and what are the procedures, what are the syntaxes, what are the statements needs to be used for the 32 keywords. If we thoroughly or completely understand the 32 keywords, we can say that we are the expert in the C programming language. And these 32 keywords are makes it relatively to easy to learn and understand easily. With the help of these 32 keywords, we can say that it is easy to learn and easy to understand the C programming language. And here the another advantage is C is a extendable programming language, means we can write our own functions in that programming language. Means the C programming has its own predefined functions, and also we can use or we can write our own functions. We can say that user defined functions, means the user he can write his own functions on that programming language. That's why the C programming is a C programming is a extendable programming language. And the next one is efficient use of pointers. Pointers have the direct access to memory, and in that C programming language we use the pointers topics are efficient use of pointers. We use the efficiently in the C programming language are the pointers, and these pointers are the direct access of the memory. These are the direct access of memory. And this is all about the C programming language, that is history of C and its advantages and features of the C. And that is for the today's topic, and let's see the next topic on that next video. Thank you.